everyone, Courtney here. Today is our 5th Quick Bite of the podcast. Quick Bites are 5-minute episodes about a particular topic and action that should take 5 minutes or less to complete. The goal of these episodes is to make important actions small and achievable. This is to help my listeners get used to taking action fast that will eventually help in the creation of tiny habits and 1% incremental improvement. Today, it's all about making sure that you do not assume the reason for the lack of response. You will save yourself so much time and energy if you follow this one simple rule. Welcome to episode number 49. Let's get into it.
Where inventing, passion, and hard work intersect. Welcome to the Serial Inventing Podcast. Bite-sized, perspective-altering episodes on serial inventing and beyond. From motivating key tips on product licensing to obstacle-busting conversations on transitioning to a full-time serial product developer. Buckle your seatbelt, because you're in for a ride. Warning, this podcast may motivate you to make wild decisions that will propel you forward in your inventing career and hijack more of your time for your passion. If you aren't ready to make it happen, then this podcast isn't for you.
When you are pitching to a company, you send your sell sheet, and then all of a sudden, they go silent. There are many reasons why this could be the case. Here are a few examples. They are spending time with the team on it. They haven't gotten to your email yet. They looked at it and will go back to it and spend more time thinking about it before sending a response back. They are waiting for a meeting to show the team. They are out of the office and don't have a responder on, which is common. They are going through something personal. They were let go. They really weren't the right person and are trying to figure out what to do with it. It went right to their spam box. This is just a short list, but when I talk to my students at InventRight, I hear two main things. Either that the student is assuming they love the product, showing it to the team, and they just need 2 to 3 more weeks until the student should reply back to check in. Or they must hate the product and won't respond because they don't like it, so it must be a no. Both of these are blown way out of proportion. So let's bring us back to earth here. Through my 8 years, the biggest thing I have heard back from companies is that they were just busy, forgot about it, and needed the follow-up to remind them to get back to it. My Adventures in Licensing comic number 3 talks about this. I placed it in the show notes. As soon as you start assuming why they aren't responding, I can almost guarantee you whatever you are thinking is not accurate. I cannot tell you how many times I have had many of my students give up on a company because the company never got back to them. And I only know this because I noticed a lack of movement on my students' hit list, and I asked them about it and found out they counted it as a no. What? Party foul? A lack of response is not a no. Keep following up. And if it's looking bleak, try someone else at the company. This includes when you did and hadn't yet sent in the sell sheet. Many of my students come to the call fuming about one certain company telling me about their heavy, negative energy that they have with them because they sent in the sell sheet and have been following up, yet still no response, and they want to give up. But I keep pushing them to not give up, often with the student stating that they will do it just for me. And amazingly, the company comes back with a response that is not even close to what they thought. They might have been sick and appreciate your patience. They might have been at a trade show or even just got behind on emails. But it's rarely what we think. So why put so much negative energy into it? Stay persistent. Keep up with your follow ups. Don't talk yourself out of it. Remember that the relationship starts at the no. If you don't get an answer, you won't have that opportunity. So, my advice to you is to never assume the reason for the lack of response. Why put so much negative weight towards a company, especially if you want to get a deal? Follow up with them and continue pitching to other companies. No need to dawdle, simmer, or wade in frustration. Keep it flowing and gain that relationship. Remember, this company could be your licensee, but if you stop following up, they won't be. So, with that in mind, your goal this week is to look through your hit list and make sure you aren't putting any aggravations towards a certain company where you stopped following up because you assumed no response meant no. If you find any, it's time to follow up and remove that dust. Thanks for tuning in and taking a few bites with me today. And remember, serial inventors don't make excuses. They make it happen. See you soon!